Welcome back to another episode of Careful Boys. Today we have with us Mr. Jake Tran.
Welcome back, Jake.
And we haven't seen him in like a year.
Has it? Has it been that long?
Yeah, with the amount of stuff that you do, you must be so different since back then. What's changed?
This is my first time. I'm a Jake Tran noob.
Okay.
Oh, you never met Jake last time?
Yeah, I did.
He's also an Anthony noob, so.
Nice to meet you.
Go ahead, introduce yourself. Do your best.
Tell them who you are.
Hi, I'm Anthony, and I founded JKnews.
No, well, Jake, there's a lot of awesome mini docs, and you would like this because you're a 9/11 denier. But
Chuck, let's see if this is the proof.
Straight out the gate.
yeah, you saw that? Let me show. You gotta show them the full picture.
That's a picture within the picture, so you know it's real.
You gotta show the real thing.
Oh, it's back there. Great.
This is the best thing. I think
This is like his
out
brand.
of anyone, Jake would appreciate this.
All right, let's see it.
Actually, out of anyone, maybe Matt Kim.
He's really good at products.
Oh, Matt Kim should have.
Matt Kim was on board.
Yeah. What do you think of this?
He's like, Matt's like, can you make a shirt of like that of me?
Just so everyone can see. Show me proof. It still gets me, dude.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Well, he's like, you know how like loose change night, like that one, right? They think he's nuts. Yeah. Because they look at it and they go, oh yeah, like loose change is like, yeah, it was an
back
inside
to the video
job.
about Jake.
But Anthony is like, it didn't even happen to begin with.
So,
It's not even inside job. It just didn't happen.
did you ever do any content about specifically this topic?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think we did one on the Bin Laden papers.
Okay, and that sort of crosses over
Yes.
a little bit.
What's the Bin Laden papes?
Honestly, I need a refresher on it.
There's so much information.
There's too many of them.
I
Yeah.
feel like you guys crank out contents like us, like every day, like so much that I'm like, how do you remember everything?
Yeah, it gets hard. So usually I'll just need a refresher on a topic if I'm gonna like revisit it or something like that. But yeah, we've covered like so many things. It's pretty much like once every 2 to 3 days, I would say.
Jeez. Wow. Man, have you ever like been making one and you're almost about to export and you go, I already did this.
We'll do that sometimes.
We do that all the
We
time.
cover the same article sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
And then 7 minutes in, I think we did this one.
I don't think it's gotten that extreme. We usually stop at the video idea stage. Like we probably already covered this. So.
See?
Efficient.
Trade.
Yeah.
Since
let's write this
beginning
down.
this journey of exposing dark underworld powers, did you feel like, oh man, the world's fucked up and this is like sad? Or like, what did it do any effects on you? Negative or positive or what?
One of the books that changed my life is called 48 Laws of Power by Robert.
Oh, one of my favorite authors.
Yeah, one of my favorite authors. And that really inspired the direction of the channel because I love the way he thought and he like wrote his argument about how you know, you pretending to act innocent and good, you should like look at it through the lens of like the powerful. So that really inspired the direction of the channel. So as I learned more, I was looking at through like their lens of like their motive. So yeah, the whole goal was like understand how the world works, and I think I've gotten closer to that. And yeah, to answer your question, I'm a little desensitized, honestly. After going through all this stuff, like you cover another tragedy, and then it's like, all right, well, that's not too surprising anymore.
So it's now normalized in your mind. Like it's done so much where you're just like, damn, these motherfuckers, this is the world.
Yeah.
How do you think the world works in like 3 sentences?
I think it's
That's
You already used one.
Like I want to know what you think it is.
I don't think there's like some. I don't think there's some cabal or Illuminati or whatever. I think it's more of just multiple people having aligned incentives, and that happens to result in something and like really bad stuff happening.
It happens to form an island with lots of people that like to go on there.
Oh yeah, so we did a video. So I have a new channel now. It's on true crime. It's called How to Get Away with It,
Wow.
and the profile picture is Epstein.
Wow.
So I interviewed the journalist that was the first to publish Epstein's Little Black Book. Wow. So the book with all of Epstein's contacts.
Yeah.
Really, really great journalist who has covered who has exposed like another child trafficking ring in the past.
Yeah.
And for that one, I got a much better picture of like what was happening with the whole Epstein thing.
Could you explain what was happening?
Yeah, he had to have been some kind of a CIA asset. Some people speculate that maybe he's connected to Mossad, Israel's CIA equivalent. That might be true, but like there's no way he would have had that much dirt on powerful Americans without the CIA's consent. And there were just situations where if he was just some lone guy who, you know, grew up in Long Island or whatever, and like one guy he got money from was Lex Wexner, the Victoria's Secret guy, billionaire, that had ties to the mafia. So there's no way you can mess with like a billionaire guy with ties to the mafia without getting killed unless you were connected with an intelligence agency like the CIA.
Oh.
So stuff like that.
So back to your 3 sentences of the world.
No, that was it. So I guess to give a quick summary, so his videos, the reason, at least for me, why I was drawn to them is because they're almost like tutorials on how to be evil, but they're citing the real sources on how people really did this stuff. So it's almost like, yeah, you might have seen that these things happened, but it's never been broken down in this way that almost you can see almost the justification. It's crazy.
You're creating supervillains?
No, because it shows
a good
that
question.
it's a result of our system, like or all the systems of government. Where
It's like what's being allowed.
Yeah.
That's a good question. And the answer is people who are already evil, like they don't need a video about it to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
Like they're already gonna do it.
I think you actually expose and educate evil. Like, I think most people, they have an idea of how the world works in their mind, but then they go sometimes like, why is that? I know there's corruption, but how does corruption work? And I think people like me who are curious about, well, I know there's corruption, but how is it working? Then his channel answers a lot of those questions for me, like,
With examples.
yeah, it's like clearly everyone talks about big pharma corrupting politicians. We all know that. But how is that tied together and how does it work? I don't want to fucking read. You know, I don't want to study.
Not even from your favorite author?
Nope.
Well, he doesn't explain how it works. What he does is he gives, well, Robert Greene's awesome because he's more like a social scientist. Like the way he explains things isn't based on morality but motive. Why humans do the things that they do and why humans might react a certain way or understanding how powerful people become into power or whatever, right? And I'm like, that to me is fascinating to me because it's like, how do you prevent Hitler from happening? Is you have to identify Hitler. You can't just look at someone and be like, he kind of looks like that because he wears that suit and a mustache and he's saying these things, but like, we all know what's on the surface is never who the real person is. So that's, I think, the key of the Robert Greene is he kind of peels those layers of human like manipulation and masks.
He names what the function is, and he shows you examples, and
He shows you like the true essence and
You
motive.
like
and
Robert
stuff.
Greene too?
yeah, I'm actually reading 48 Laws of Power right now. It's pretty good.
Have you seen the fifth or read the 50th?
That's the one about 50 Cent, right?
He collaborates with 50 Cent. Yeah.
He follows 50 Cent around, which is pretty tight.
I haven't seen that. So I read Laws of Human Nature. That's one of my fucking favorite books. I
That's
think-
Robert Greene too.
He's got a gang of books.
I'm gonna write them down,
He's,
dude.
he's a very popular
I'm
author
about
that
to
I
come
like.
back so smart.
Between the channels that you do, your main channel, which like most of us have all seen, that one, it shows some beginning to ends of like people that were in power and did a bunch of crazy stuff. And then a lot of the time it does show how they fell off. Is your other channel, How to Get Away with It, people that are still doing it?
It's a little bit of a mix. So yeah, one was the Epstein documentary that we did recently. Another one was O.J. Simpson. How he got away with
That's
it.
a great example.
Think he did it?
Oh, definitely.
You don't think he did
100%
it?
chance.
Well, I don't know. I just want to hear what he thought.
Yeah.
Dude, he wrote a book saying, if I did do it.
Does anybody here think he did it?
Anthony. I'm sorry, I have
Here,
to.
let me ask you.
I'm reading 48 Laws of Power right now.
Would you
read
do
the
one on
title.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah, we might.
How he got away with it? Do you think he got away with anything?
He's innocent though.
That's what I was trying to trigger.
No. You need to make a documentary how he was framed.
Dude, he did
How
it.
he was exploited.
He did it.
Who is the person behind it? Prince?
Al Bashir.
Oh, Al Pacino. Okay.
No, Al Bashir.
Al Pacino.
Who's Al Bashir? Fucking Jafar's freaking.
Al Bashir, the fucking journalist.
Oh, a journalist did that to him?
Yeah.
Are you tracking any of this, by the way?
No.
I like your other channel, fucking Evil Food.
Yeah, I love
Dude,
that.
I am not only your friend, but I'm genuinely a fan, dude. I watch all of your shit.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, like the Evil Food one, it's cool because like he has a profile on all these different companies like Nestle and whatever, and it kind of teaches us how they fucking destroyed like they infiltrated FDA, they fucking destroyed our food sources, they make us all fat and fucked up.
Bulletproof, man.
Yeah.
Would you still be his friend though if he did it how I got away with it on Michael Jackson?
Nope. That's where I draw the line.
So you've seen the world like this? Like, what is your take on it? Like, what's like?
You make Michael Jackson content?
Yeah. Oh shit. That's your first
Epstein.
one.
What is my take on the world? That's a good question.
Like, you know, because when we hear all this, I feel like in this day and age, we hear more and more shit like, your favorite person's not your favorite person. Your favorite food is giving you cancer. Your favorite activity is killing your sperm. And it's like, so it has a very like doomsday feel. Like the world's gonna end. Like, how do you feel about all this stuff?
I think my life philosophy is step number one, you have to make a lot of money because that's the only way you can afford the better options, the healthier options.
So you're an Andrew Tate follower. Yeah.
I'm indifferent.
3 cups of coffee.
One for me, one for here, and get yourself a cup, but let me drink it.
So lots of money is important.
Yeah, it's the foundation of everything. How you support your family, how you make sure your parents don't get victimized and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then it's just doing the best you can, like making the most out of the corrupt world that we live in.
With the information, should we be taking the information like, oh, like my favorite fucking Twinkie is the reason why like my fucking breath smells, I should stop eating Twinkies? Like, is it like?
Yeah, I've
What a great example, Bart.
specifically towards food.
Massively well-performing video.
I mean, I've cut out all processed foods.
Wow.
Yeah, and I have so much more energy. I gain muscle easier. Everything about your life improves. Just because, you know, throughout human history, 99.999% of human history, we haven't eaten any of these processed foods. They've only been introduced in the last 150 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like absolutely terrible for you. So I think by cutting out processed food, you get like 80% of the results. Like everything becomes easier. You have more energy throughout the day. And then another big part of it is solving for any micronutrient deficiencies you have, because our bodies are run on hormones like testosterone or those other ones, like a ton of other ones too.
Or has low T. You would never think of it because he's pretty strong and he has muscles.
Blue laser eyes.
So yeah, and all hormones that control all the functions of your body, like basic stuff like how much muscle you gain, how much fat you lose, the building blocks of hormones are micronutrients like vitamins, minerals, and stuff. And because of our geographical location or our genetics or our depleted soil or whatever, like 90% of the population has some sort of micronutrient deficiency, whether that be some kind of vitamin or micronutrient. So by giving, like, you'll be very surprised how well your body performs when you just give it what it needs. Like if your engine's out of oil.
Do you take multivitamins?
I feel like you're about to talk about your sponsor, fucking Athletic Greens or something.
AG1. Do you take a multivitamin?
I got my micronutrients tested.
Oh.
Like a saliva test.
The legit way, yeah.
A hair test. And a urine test.
Yeah, nice.
Just to actually see what you're deficient in.
Yeah.
So you can supplement for that.
So you could just buy it off of like, you go to like CVS and you'd be like, I need this, C.
Yeah, that's much better than just taking like a multivitamin or whatever. Because
You're actually buying the ones you're deficient in.
Rather than shotgunning the whole like thing. Huh?
yeah,
But it's easier to just buy
Shotgun.
Buy a shotgun, yeah.
Get the AG1. Yeah.
like for example, for me,
You have a supplement company. How come you don't know this?
Well, he knows more than me, I think.
He's the expert, dude.
My supplements just taste good.
It's pretty bomb though. The Vietnamese coffee, and you got the Sour Patch, and
Sour gummy.
It's great marketing. Let me ask you this: has it ever happened yet, if at all, where you got a call and the guy on the other line's like, "I'm gonna need you to delete that"?
people ask me this. This is like the most frequently asked question I get,
if you get a CIA phone call.
and nothing has ever happened. I get the occasional stupid hate comment from like some viewer, like saying I'm gonna kill you or
that
whatever.
doesn't- Yeah, whatever.
But nothing from like an actual big entity because of a video I made.
That's great.
I think the reason is most of the stuff I cover it's been exposed already by like some other journalists,
Yeah.
so they go after the journalists.
See, so like you do the studying and then condense it for people like me,
Yeah, I make it into the most entertaining manner possible.
cause I ain't gonna read all that shit.
I was wondering if since you've been here, you've gotten anything, and to think that you still have it's pretty great.
Yeah. Yeah, the journalists are the ones doing like the real boots
Yeah.
on the ground, hard work,
That's
putting
cool.
their lives on the line.
We almost got obliterated by what's it called? The freaking Dalai Lama people.
Oh really?
Oh yeah,
The tongue thing.
For the
That
tongue.
almost exploded us because
tongue?
we made fun of him licking a kid's tongue.
Oh wow.
Well, asking the kid to lick his tongue.
Oh right.
such my time.
No.
You didn't see that? The Dalai Lama was like telling the kid like, "Suck my tongue," and went like this.
Oh wow.
And then the kid goes,
I don't think you did that.
Yeah, that definitely didn't happen.
But the whole world was like,
What
"What
the
the fuck?" But then the Tibetans like, "No, you don't understand. That's normal."
That's how we get down.
So we're like,
That's what they said. It's how we get down.
That's how we get
"It's
down.
fucking crazy still."
Except
I don't know. I trust French people. They'll be like, come on, there's a kiss name after this. It's a French kiss. It's normal. And I go, okay, I'm down.
That's how you go, huh? Okay.
But I never seen a Tibetan tongue kiss.
yeah, it's not as famous.
Out of all the things that you said that you're basically like desensitized and even indifferent to a lot of things, what was like the last topic that you might have covered that like maybe enraged you?
So when I say indifferent, doesn't mean I don't care about these topics. It's just I'm not like super worked up about it. But
Has there been anything in recent times that super worked you up?
there might have been. Let me think. Oh, CIA drug smuggling. So we made a private documentary on how the CIA facilitates or even endorses or whatever supports drug smuggling. And that was really interesting.
You're talking about currently, or you're talking about like the past ones?
Most likely currently. We don't have like proof of it currently, but they definitely have in the past.
It's called the Iran-Contra scandal.
That's that Noriega dude, right?
Is there any type of like, I guess, long game benefit to why they do that?
Yes, because if you think about it, they're in the business of getting intelligence, and the people who have intelligence are typically smuggling drugs. So they have to either look another way, or usually look another way, or in some ways they'll like support it too. Like in Southeast Asia, they have like this triangle thing where
Golden Triangle? Golden Triangle.
they were transporting drugs on CIA planes through this airline called Air America that they used to transport diplomats around the area. And they would, it was a CIA-owned company, like a CIA front, and they would use that to transport literal drugs to like sell and stuff.
Did that have anything to do with Frank Lucas and the American Gangster guy? Like how he was the biggest drug dealer in Harlem, but the way he was getting it is through the American airlines and planes.
The
Maybe
military
there's a
planes
connection.
to basically how it was in the movie, and it was so cool.
I'm not sure about that one specifically. But yeah, that was pretty interesting because like they put people in jail for like small possession in here, but like the literal intelligence agency of America is actively supporting it.
So how do you
Stuff like
like
that.
with knowing all these things? How do you keep your own personal ethics in check that you don't get tempted to, get in the gray for your own benefit.
That's fucking hard, huh? Like if you see the Pope stealing shit,
Yeah.
you're like, man, I'm gonna start stealing shit too. Then.
Yeah, why not?
Doesn't it get kind of tempting to want to like
how
mimic
come
it?
They are immune from the rules, but if I get caught with a little bit of rock, I go to jail.
Exactly. That's an interesting question. I mean, my life is pretty good. I don't have to do really immoral stuff to,
Nice.
like, I make good money, so, yeah.
Now, if you wanted to do immoral stuff, which immoral stuff would you do first?
Top 3 list.
But you could make even better money with me.
I don't know, maybe insider trading.
Oh, dude, yeah, of course.
That sounds pretty cool.
The best thing for sure.
Still in
Dang.
the realm of legal stuff, you just know more things.
Yeah.
That's like the amazing part of it.
Hook up with Pelosi, come
Get them
on.
heavies, dude.
I miss violence sometimes.
What do you mean? You miss it?
Yeah, when sometimes
He's like longing for it right now.
you don't know how to argue, and then you just
Oh, you miss having it as a resort?
Yeah.
answer number one.
That's the ace in your sleeve, dude.
Or you don't even do like, come on, baby. It's just you want to fight him? All right, go ahead.
Oh, as ways to settle disputes? Yeah.
Because that's very definite. You beat that guy up, you're right.
Yeah, good thing you also fight.
Yeah.